What's up, duelists? Today is a very serious video. This is something that's very important to me, and it is something that has been done to a player who is a big part of the Edison community by Konami. I wanted to make a video on the subject, just bring light to this, talk about how unbelievably ridiculous it is, and give a bit of a call to action to hope that this player gets honestly the justice that he deserves. So yeah, let's just get right into it. You might recognize this deck list. This is from the third RBET ever thrown. This is the only Hopeless Dragon deck list to ever top an RBET. This is Anthony Desai's or Pizza's Hopeless Dragon deck list that topped RBET 3. You may also recognize this deck list. This is Anthony Desai's 45 card Norlaris deck list from RBET Orlando top 8. Once again, you may recognize this deck list. Oh my gosh, Anthony Desai's Diva Hero deck list that got top at some big major tournament in SoCal. The list goes on. He's topped several RBETs. He's topped several Ultimate Time Wizards as far as I know. He's topped a bunch of tournaments. And overall, he's just an incredibly nice guy. Incredibly competitive minded. But I've had the privilege of playing against him in tournament. Just a great sport in general. Just like when he's losing, he's like one of the most gracious losers. When he's winning, he's humble about it. He plays a wide variety of decks. His skills are very, very high in the game. A very honorable player and just one of the nicest people I've ever interacted with in the game, hands down. So let's just get all of that out of the way. Just a great guy. Anyone who knows him would say the same thing. That's just the way it is. Look at him flexing this really, really sick Exodia belt here. Anyway, today he messages me. He messages me on Discord, and he says, RBT aren't Konami sanctioned anymore, right? I just got banned over a fucking Facebook post. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Konami can just ban people over Facebook posts? That doesn't sound right. Like, this just doesn't sound right. The post would have to be something absolutely insane. Like, were you threatening somebody's life? Like, whatever. I'm just very curious, right? I'm like, what was the post? Like, what did you do? Were you raging out on an employee? What was going on? No. He posted a picture of a Tengu mat that he had won in a Konami side event, and he said he was selling it, and he said he was going to be at the YCS. Allegedly. Allegedly, that's what this post said. Now, first off, let's just start with why this is not an appropriate reason to ban anyone for anything. First off, anyone can just go on the internet and make a profile of someone and start posting bannable offense shit. Like, that's crazy. Second off, saying you're gonna be around an event and that you have something you're trying to sell in a marketplace Facebook group is not against any terms of policy. It's not against any policy of Konami. If I say I'm going to be at a YCS, I'm looking to get rid of this thing, you can meet me around the YCS, something like that. There's absolutely nothing against Konami policy for that. So they pulled up a physical screenshot of the post at YCS Anaheim, proceeded to disqualify him from the side event that he was already entered in, did not refund him, and then later emailed him this, which is, Dear Anthony, your recent disqualification report has been reviewed by Konami Digital Entertainment Penalty Committee. Based on the evidence of the incidents, the penalty committee has determined that a suspension is warranted. Not only that, but they've made a determination that it is a UC, unsportsmanlike conduct, severe, carrying a suspension of 12 months. Of 12 months for posting this picture and saying he was going to be around YCS Anaheim and he was trying to sell a mat that he had won in a side event. That is insane. You would think that he had posted a picture of a gun or something like that. And the reason you would think that, which is like, I know this isn't exactly like the best comparison or anything like that, but school suspension for bringing a gun. Bringing a gun to school can result in severe consequences, including immediate suspension. Right? Immediately suspension. School suspension for gun duration. Let's see how long you get suspended for. A 1 year 1 year suspension. It's the exact same time. It's the exact same amount of time he's been banned from events that you get suspended for bringing a gun to a school. Which, by the way, this is horrifying. This is a horrible thing that happens in America. Unfortunately, this is a very, very terrible, tragic thing that happens in America, right? And they're banning him for the same duration for trying to sell a prize that they gave him. They gave him the prize. They gave him the thing, and they're like, don't sell it though. Can't do that. Can't do that. Not only did they not even catch him trying to sell the mat, they took a Facebook post of someone who had the same name as him, allegedly is him. Who knows? They don't know that. They can't fact check whether that person who posted that is the same Anthony Desai who is right here. You know what I'm saying? This is all alleged. They're just taking a Facebook post out of context of someone trying to sell a thing that he won, and there was no proof. Did he even have the mat on him? Who knows? We don't even know. That's what's insane about this. That is what's crazy about that, is that they're doing this for people who are just random players, arbitrarily. You're gonna ban people for selling prizing? I could name 400 people. You should ban me. Shit, fuck. I've sold prizing. I've sold lad mats. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, Konami? Actually insane. 12 month suspension. To which, I responded, okay, that's fucking nuts. That's actually fucking nuts. And putting this into perspective, Anthony was asking about $100 for the mat, which I think is the biggest crime because it's a fucking Tengu mat and this should not be worth $100. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But Konami is a $20 billion company. They make $3 billion in revenue a year. To put this in perspective, they are fucking Nosferatu. They're literally Nosferatu. They're a billionaire going around and just oppressing people for trying to make $1 on prizing in a tournament, in a competitive tournament. That's insane. On top of them already denying prizing to YCSs, a Nintendo Switch is not a prize. I'll just say that right now. It's just a non-prize. There are locals that give bigger prizing than that. And if the locals do give bigger pricing than that, Konami will come after them and give them C&Ds like they did to my local for trying to give fucking store credit as a prizing, which is insane. That's actually insane. They're literally Nosferatu. Nobody wins but them. They want to steal every amount of value. They want no player to walk away winning. Even the players who literally win the prize, they want them to walk away with nothing. It's just unacceptable. It's unbelievable. And the fact that it's happening to one of the nicest people and one of the coolest people I've ever met, it's beyond me. It makes me so angry. It makes me so physically angry. And I'm in a position of relative power because I throw reasonably large events. You know what I mean? I can choose, who gets to go to the events or whatever, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? And so I actually have a platform as well. A lot of people watch this where I can maybe direct you guys to some sort of something. Fucking email them. Contact Konami. Be like, yo, why did you ban Anthony Desai over a Facebook post? This is unacceptable behavior. This is insane. We should not be supporting a company that does this. We should not be supporting a company that will ban someone like Pizza for this absolutely absurd reason, but will not ban publicly unapologetic abusers who have historically publicly abused their partners. I'm not gonna say any names, but you guys know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You guys know who is relatively put in the spotlight frequently by Konami, who is a just generally terrible person. You know what I mean? There are plenty of people that fit this bill, actually, which is the crazy part. But, God forbid, you try to sell your prizing around an event, allegedly. God forbid someone makes a Facebook post saying they're going to sell a mat somewhere. And then they're just going to copy the name from that, search their little system, and then just ban you from all events for a year? What the fuck is that? This is actually such bullshit. This is actually such bullshit. It's so frustrating. This is like, literally feels like an attack on the Edison community. Like, straight up. It feels super targeted. It feels super fucked up. They just don't like to see a man win. They just don't. That's it. They don't want to see anyone win but themselves. And I fucking hate it. So, I'm going to do a few things. I'm not going to recommend you guys do those things, but these are the things I'm going to do. I will no longer attend any Konami sanctioned events. I should just do that right now. I will never attend another Konami sanctioned event. I will not purchase any sealed product, and I will no longer use this channel to cover Ultimate Time Wizard events or Konami sanctioned events. I will just not do that. I will not give any of my platform, my voice, to this company. I personally love Kazuki Takahashi's game, but I hate Konami. And I think that that's like 99.999% of Yu-Gi-Oh players, if not close to 100, like closer to 100. Straight up. We love the game. We want to play the game. But I just can't continue to support Konami. I can't do it. I can't do it. And if pizza is unbanned, let's say a bunch of you guys email them, I email them, I talk to the people I know at Konami, who knows? You know what I mean? If pizza gets unbanned, maybe I'll start doing some of these things. But it's beyond the point where it's acceptable. We can't tolerate this anymore. Like, we as consumers cannot tolerate being treated this way anymore. It's just too much. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. You can't win more prizes. You can't go to tournaments. You can't sell your prizes. You don't even get prizes that are fucking anything to begin with. And then it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they do to players. This is super, super disrespectful to the consumer. This is super, super disrespectful to players everywhere. And now, like, this sets a precedent too. If they get away with this, they can just ban anyone based off of Facebook posts. You know what I mean? And, well, yeah, it is their discretion. They are a company. I know there's going to be some fucking bootlicker in the comments, like, just seething. Like, Konami's allowed to do what they want. What does it bring them but bad PR? This is, like, actively bad business. If you fuck with Konami in any capacity, which I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, whatever. You know, if you want to bootlick, you can bootlick. Then you should at least want their business practices to be good. This is not good business practice. This is very bad business practice. This is bad PR. This is disrespecting your day one fucking fan base time and time and time again. But this is a step too far. This is a step too far. And meanwhile, like, literally, I'm making this video instead of watching the Pokemon regionals where players are competing on stream. Wow, what a novel concept. For cash fucking prizes. What a novel concept. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, other games are just doing it better. Why are we supporting these people? We should not be doing that. If you want to come to RBET, they will not be Konami sanctioned. You know, if you want to sell your mats, I'm not going to say don't do it. I'm not going to ban you for doing it. I'm not going to scrub your fucking Facebook and try to find you selling a TCG card or something and, like, get angry. That's not going to happen. So if you want to come to RBET, links in the description below. Pizza will be welcome there, of course. And anyone who's been fucked over by insane Konami policy like this, obviously welcome. You know, there's one thing that I do dislike, which is obviously, like, Konami. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm not going to get into all that. But basically, yeah, this is just really shitty thing that Konami did. It's really fucked up. I think it's just, like, genuinely insane. Like, not even like, okay, you could make an argument if he was selling the thing in the venue and they were like, okay, you can't sell the thing in the venue, and they kicked him out. You could make an argument that that's against their policy. But it wasn't even that. He posted a Facebook status saying he was going to be at the event, around the event, allegedly posted the Facebook status. They don't even know if it was him. They don't even know if it was someone else who was logged into his account just saying shit. You know what I mean? How can they make that decision based off of anything? It's not a real decision. That's just psychosis. That's just, like, insane. That means Konami has someone on payroll. It means Konami has someone on payroll to scrub social media for people doing things they don't like. Just That is insane. That is fucking crazy. So that they can ban them based off of username correlation to Konami ID. Literally that. I cannot begin to process how stupid this is and how insane this is. Free pizza, and until then, I will not be supporting any Konami events in any way. I will not use this platform to support any Konami events. I will not be attending any Konami events. And if you guys want to follow suit, please do. Honestly, this company needs a fucking kick in the balls because the game is great. The events could be amazing. They're not, but they could be. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is definitely something that, like, I feel very strongly about. I think this is really fucked up. Because, like, man, there are people who, like, cheat at the game that, like, get less sentences, that, like, get lesser banning than Pizza did for a fucking Facebook post. That is insane. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.